Okay, over here we have a prompt that says write a print signature function that returns nothing but outputs the following to the shell, nicely formatted. Your name, your student number and program, your professor's name, and the current term. Save this function somewhere. You'll be using it in your assignments from now on. Okay. There was a fifth, segment that we needed to include, but it was very program and institution specific, so I removed it, but I will still show you how to add that. I'm going to go ahead and open up my idle. You want to make sure you start off with your date and your name, obviously commented out, because Python will read it and it will read a syntax error. Now what we're doing here is we're defining a function that we are going to use later, okay? You know, import turtle, for example? Import turtle is a function because then we're using functions of turtle. T is equal, for example, to turtle, open and close brackets. Somebody coded this at some point to mean that T is going to be turtle's new name. Somebody coded it to be like that. So, similar to how that works, we're going to be creating our own functions, which is super convenient because not only can we create our functions and use them in a single document, we can actually create our functions and then use them in different documents over and over and over and over again. So, for example, in this case, if I wanted to include my name and the date, well, not the date, my name and my student number and my program in every single assignment, this will easily do it. All I have to do is say define. I'm defining a function for Python. Remember, okay? And then signature. Unfortunately, we're limited here in what we can name it because our name was already given to us. I know it sucks. I would never choose it because it is so long to type. And anyways, enough about that ranting. You're going to put a colon. Don't forget your colons, people. And then you're going to press enter, and that should be indented. If it is not, you did something wrong. Please go check on that. Now you'll put print, open bracket, quotation marks, right? I'm going to say P1 for piece of information 1, right? And then you're going to go \n to do a new line. Piece of information 2, \n. The way that you guys want to organize your information is up to you. I'm just showing you guys the main gist of it. P3, \n, and I'm just going to close it for now. You guys can go ahead and add whatever you want. This \n means that it's going to be a new line. So this P1 could be your name. P2 could be your program, and so on and so forth. P3, why is it doing that? P3 could be your student number, okay? This is just for example's sake. Now, if I run that, absolutely nothing will happen. Ta-da! Absolutely nothing. Now, the way that I can get this function to work is the same way I can get any other function to work. I literally just type it out. I go print _ signature, open close bracket, and now if I run, I should get P1, P2, P3, right after each other. And there they are. The reason that there's a space after that one is because I messed up the formatting. You have to remove the space right here because Python is quite literal. Okay, there we go. And run module. There we go. Okay, now what if I want to use it in a different document, all right? You want to make sure, first of all, that you have whatever document that you put your print signature function in saved on the same laptop, okay? Now, I will say from demo2 because that is over here my file name. You don't want to include the .py, just include the file name. From demo2, import print _ signature, open and close bracket. Then now if we run, let's see what happens. Oops. Oh, my bad. You're not supposed to include the brackets. Sorry. Okay. You run, and there we go. It printed it off. And that's all we have to do. So I could be coding my entire function. I could say input, how was your day? And then I want at the end of every single function I have. Run. Okay, how was your day? Oh, my bad. That is supposed to be an under. Okay. How was your day? It was good. Okay, and it's going to tell me who wrote the code. Okay, if this was my name, it would tell me exactly who wrote the code, what program I'm in, who's my professor, and my student number. And then you can use that in as many files as you want. There's no limit on this. You've defined your function, you're good. Now, smart people, they have a couple of functions that they need to keep reusing, so they'll define them all into one Python, one Python file, and then they'll keep calling on that file. They call that file, for example, index. From index, import print signature. From index, import print date, for example, right? And that is how you'd assign a function, and that is how functions work. And everything else should be straightforward and easy. Enter in your own personal information into this, and you should be all set.